All right. It's Jared here from Crypto Plan. And how are we going today? Hey, well, who got a little bit scared today? Well, I surely did for a second, but then I just realized. Look at the monthly chart, you crazy bugger. It's the perfect time when you get sucked into the daily price action and the 15-minute price action, which really is all it is. It is probably whales arbitraging their own Bitcoin, selling them, buying them back in on the dip, just to basically do it because they can. Anyway, look at this chart. Like, if anyone's like, oh, the market's crashing or buy the dip, it's like, where's the dip? We have had, since March, 2 months of green. 1 small month of red, 2 months of green, small month of red, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months of green. So this market is in a bull run. It always has been in a bull run, and it always will be in a bull run until about the $85,000 mark for Bitcoin. So just remember that, people. Like, zoom out. Whenever you get scared and you want to sell everything, just zoom out, because look what's happened. Like, basically, things like XRP right now are the best performing assets. They're the safe havens because they dipped a little bit, but they're so undervalued that when Bitcoin corrects now, people don't even care, because it's just about whales arbitraging their own Bitcoins. Let's sell it and then buy it a little bit lower because we've got millions of dollars worth of it. Anyway, that's my rant over. Just remember that compared to any other bull market, and look down here, we may have had some more aggressive candles in the last bull run, but we had bigger pullbacks. Like, see these red wicks over here? Bigger pullbacks. That was scary. This is not scary. What's going on in Bitcoin is complete controlled manipulation of the market. It is shaking out of the weak hands. The people that are bought in around here, and they get scared out and get sold out because they can't wait a month or two for the next leg up, you know? So that's all that's happening. So let's just leave it there. One Harmony rebounded beautifully. So what did we get down today with One Harmony? Let's go back to the daily. You know, even on the daily, like, we had a little bit of a red day yesterday. I'm even going to go back to this 4-hourly because that's what we were looking at before. Like, yeah, we popped our head out of my little range here, but we're back in it. I predicted this consolidation. Like, it's a little bit of like, oh wow, we were getting out of there, and then Bitcoin pulls back and we're back in here, and then it's going to go out of there. This is all insignificant stuff. Like, I plead to people to understand the market before they react to the market. You know, understand that, you know, when I'm looking at this and when I'm putting this stuff on videos, this is not a straight line, it's a jaggedy line. You know, what are we looking at here? Like, pulls up, pulls back 50%. You could have easily been sucked in here. It pulled back 50%, held, and you're still up a lot. So if you bought there, pulled back 50%, you pooed your pants and sold out, or you held and you got 470%. What other market can you do that? That you could hold for, 13th of Feb through to the 23rd of Feb. What other market can you hold for 10 days, be 50% down, and then get 470% up on your money in a matter of weeks after that? I don't know any other market. So crypto is volatile. It's scary. I know if you put $10,000 in, you see it go down to 5,000. It's scary, right? You know, you put your money in, it's scary. But the thing is that $10,000 that went down to $5,000 then turned into $40,000 if you just held on and turned away from the screens. And I'm not saying do that. I'm not saying be loose with your money. I'm just saying that zoom out. Zoom out to the monthly charts. Learn about monthly charts. Can't even do the monthly chart with one harmony. You can only do a weekly chart. But look at this. If you just only dollar cost average, if you only bought a little bit once every week, you are up. You are always going to be up because we're in a bull market. We're in a bull market until Bitcoin is not in a bull market. Then we've got about a couple of weeks after that, maybe 6 weeks at the most, where the last altcoins will peak and then they'll retrace. So be on the right side of the trade. Be aware of when Bitcoin's peaking. Bitcoin's peaking when everybody's talking about it, when nobody in the media is not talking about it, when there is no other news but Bitcoin being 100,000 or 80,000 or whatever it is. That's when you start going, should I scale out a little bit? Yes, I should start scaling out in little bits, in little chunks. You don't try and set an order to go, I want to get rid of all my hundreds of thousands of every of my token. You say, I want to set an order there and an order there and a little bit there, so you don't scare the market, because if everybody did that, of course it's going to crash to zero. That's why we have these big retracements. So understand that yourself. Understand you're going to have an exit plan. That's why in all my videos, if you look back at all my videos, I do multiple targets. I do the super bullish target. I do the super conservative target. I do the in the middle target and somewhere in between. So I go, if I get there, I might take a little bit out. Get there, take a little bit out. So that, you've actually got a plan to get out of this thing. If you don't want to do it yourself or you don't understand yourself, look back on my videos of any of the assets that I've done predictions on, and it's all there. You can ask me in the comments as well, but at the end of the day, there's probably about over 100 videos now where I've done most of the top 20 assets in this market. And if I haven't, there's other videos out there that are going to do the same predictions with the same Fibonacci extensions or retracements or whatever analysis. So just have your own plan. Please have your own plan. And just remember that the last 12 hours, although it was scary, it's not so scary. It's not so scary because everything's about at parity. So we've got cake. Cake on the daily is perfect. It did dip down, but it's still a green candle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 green candles in a row. That's a bullish signal. The altcoins are bullish. Alt season is about to fire. I'm sure of it. I'm not going to say when and how and why, but there is going to be a day in the near future, once the alts decouple from Bitcoin, that things will start doing these candles. What is that? 40% candles, 100% candles, 200% candles. There's going to be days where, and I guess if we can only go back to things like XRP, where, and this is what sucks people in, I guess, is that there is days in crypto where, what is that, 49%, 26%, 80%, 3 days in a row, 27, day after day, 50% candles, 179% candles, that's XRP back in the old days. There's going to be assets out there that do that. There's already assets out there that do 100%, 50% in a day. One Harmony, I don't see why it can't do a series of 56% candles again. If it's done that this early in the alt season, just wait until things get ultra bullish. This thing is so backed and so undervalued and so underrated and will become overrated. It could push its way into the top 10 market cap very soon with a couple of large candles. So just be prepared, be ready. Understand that we are in a sideways period in the market. It may feel when you look at individual coins that you're in a bear market or a downtrend or a crash, but it's just a sideways movement. And a sideways movement for cryptocurrencies can mean 50% up in a day, 25% down the next day. 2 steps forward, 1 step back, half a step forward, a quarter of a step back. Like, this thing happens. This is what happens in cryptocurrencies. It doesn't happen in any other market. It's because of the nascence of the asset class. It's because of the high liquidity but the low market caps, or the ease at which anyone with a lot of money can come in and basically control the market if they want to. Luckily enough, it's not big enough that the people with tons of money can't actually get enough of it if they want to and get out quick enough so they don't touch it. But for me and you, with small amounts in, little bits of skin in the game, the best thing we can do is buy, hold, and wait, and just have some targets at the top and just go, I'm happy with that. I'm happy with walking away with a 500% gain. I'm happy with walking away with a 1,000% gain. Don't be like, I need to have X price on this date to to pay off my house or to buy a new car. I've been through that. I promise you, it will probably give you a stomach ulcer. You do not need anything to happen by any particular date. You just need to know that at the end, you need to have the power and the control in yourself to sell, walk away and go, I have a lot more now than what I had at the start, and I'm happy. Where is the next investment? What am I going to do next with my money? And how am I going to build this injection of wealth into my life into a bigger injection of wealth, rather than just trying to double down, triple down, and blowing it all again, which is what a lot of people do. So just be cautious, be aware, zoom out to the monthly chart. We are bullish. We are bullish, we are bullish, we are bullish. Even if Bitcoin has a red candle next month, we're still bullish. We're still in months and months and months of uptrend. We're in gains upon gains upon gains. The total market is in gains upon gains upon gains. The total market at all is in gains upon gains upon gains. It is unfortunate if you're new and you've only just found about this, you might suffer a little bit of volatility. But for those of us that were back down here, all of our portfolios are in the positive. So well done, hold on tight. Well done. Gonna leave it there. Thanks for listening. Sorry about the rant. I've been Jared from Crypto Plan. Bye.